On the table, you can't see it. Put it around your neck if you want. So we can
Oh, you can't see it on the table?
Because it blends in the black with the black canvas, whatever.
Make sure y'all see the red.
Congrats, my man.
Okay, well, I got to ask about the belt first.
How you doing, Amy?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
So did you just get that right now?
Just got it, man. I worked so hard, so many hours and time and years, you know what I mean? There was a moment where I thought I wasn't ever going to get my black belt, but I've been training jiu-jitsu for so long. A lot of people don't really get to see my jiu-jitsu ability, but I have great jiu-jitsu. And, yeah, it's just a big emotional moment in the back for me just now. You know, so I'm happy.
Was it a complete surprise, or was there kind of an inkling, like if you...
I had no idea. We just knocked somebody out. I didn't think I'm going to get a black belt. Yeah.
So can you also tell me what was just said outside?
Oh, with Chiesa? We're trying to make a deal. We're trying to get it done, man. Maybe he said UFC 300 is a little too soon for him, but he wants to do it. So if he's a man of his word, which I think he is, hopefully the UFC could come to something and we go to the UFC and work it out. We'll see.
Why him of all people?
I just always thought we'd be a good matchup for years. These are guys that I've been watching. These are guys when I grew up watching MMA as an amateur. These are people that I've seen, you know, Ultimate Fighter, and I got a ton of respect for them. And I just think that you have to defend your ranking as someone as established in the rankings and a contender. You can't just rest on your morals. And this is not a shot to him or anything like that, but I do feel like he doesn't fight as consistent as he should. You know what I mean? And if I'm a contender coming up and I'm looking at these guys, I'm like, all right, who can I realistically get a matchup with? And the guys who aren't fighting, I'm like, all right, well, you got to do something to prove that you belong in that spot. And I think that he's one of the guys that don't fight enough, so I just locked in on him.
Can you talk to me about the fight? Did it go the way you had expected? Did you envision it going longer? What did you picture for tonight?
I was prepared for a scrap, you know, but I knew that if I came in and I was healthy and I was able to get off exactly the things that I trained for, I knew I was going to get the finish.
Now, speaking of Chiesa, is he an opponent that you would wait for if it was like they're saying, yeah, we'll do it, but let's do it like 3 months down the road? Or are you more, wanting to get back in there quicker?
It doesn't matter. I would wait for him, but I also, depending on, what the situation is, I'd have to go talk to my management, my team, and the UFC, see what they would want, and we'll take it from there.
Thank you.
Randy, congrats on that win.
Thank you.
That was pretty much a highlight reel knockout. You land like that with anybody, it's going to be, forget black belts, it's going to be blackouts.
For sure.
Full extension. Did you know he was out? But I saw that standing to ground punch. You were like, just making sure, right?
So, right before, it's something we've been working on all camp. We saw that, and we knew the 1-2 was going to do him, or even the 3-2, or even the 1-3-2. But you heard my coaches say, it's there, drop it. He's ready for it. So, I told him, yeah, I see it, and I just let it fly. Yeah, when he went down, I didn't want to hit him again, but I was planning to walk away, but the ref took a little longer. The ref was kind of like, so I was like, all right, let me make sure, just put it, just in case.
When you guys study tape, if you're a person who does that, what did you see that your team was like, man, we're going to have this opening all night, let's get it? Or were you trying to get that black belt with some ground game, submission attempts?
Nah, it was just like, it was there. We knew the right hand was there because it's just the way I know I'm fast, I know I'm long, I know I had the reach advantage. I know he was looking for big one. He only threw one punch at a time. He didn't really throw combination punches. So my plan was to kind of just be just out of the way and be able to fire. So I knew I was going to be able to have access to him whenever. That's
what's up, man. When besides seeing you back in the cage soon, and that Chiesa fight would be awesome, especially where you guys match up with being long fighters. Ideally, what's that road like for 2024? I know we're already into February, but what's it looking like for our Randy Brown?
For me, end of 2024, maybe end in the top 10, man. That's really it. Just continue to climb. Whether it's Chiesa, whether it's Magny, whether it's whoever, someone that's going to get me moving forward and upward and towards that belt eventually.
Man, that's crazy. Like Chiesa, Neil Magny, you want to be like a legend killer. Go after
it is what it is.
That's what's up, man. Vegas, Apex, you seem very good, very comfortable. Would you have a choice of like, okay, let me get Madison Square Garden next, let me get T-Mobile next, let me get Staples Center?
I love Apex, right? But I'm not an Apex fighter. I'm not. I need a crowd. That energy does something different for me. When I fight in front of a crowd, man, I draw energy from them, and I love fighting in front of a crowd. The Apex is like, it's cool and all, but for me, I got to be in front of a crowd. You know, I need people there. I'm an entertainer at the end of the day. You see the way I move in there, and you know, I just want to entertain people, a big crowd.
That's what's up, man. First round knockout, highlight reel, black belt. How do you celebrate in Vegas?
I don't know. We're about to find out. We're about to find out shortly.
Right on, man. Well, congrats on the win.
All right. Thank you.
Sir.
That's it. Thank you.